Welcome to the last video in this lesson, as well as this unit. Here we're going to be looking at some more word problems involving integers. So in this first example, it says to win a carnival game, you need to get the highest score possible by throwing darts at 3 different balloons with different point values. Now I can see in the diagram that the smallest balloon is worth 3 points, the medium size is worth 1 point, and the largest balloon is -2. Now A says if you can pop 2 balloons per turn, what are all the possible scores? We'll just say you hit the medium size and the large size balloon to give you a point value of +1 and -2. In total, that would give you -1. You could also hit the smallest and medium size to give you a value of +4. Or you can hit the smallest and largest size balloons to give you a value of +1. So if we were going for the highest score possible, you're obviously trying to hit the smallest and medium sized balloons to get a score of +4. Now B says, what is the difference between the highest and the lowest score? Well, we just said the highest score is +4, and the lowest score here is -1. So if we want the difference between them, we'll subtract them. So we'll have +4 subtract -1. So let's add the opposite here to give us +4 plus +1, which simply equals 5. So we can say that the difference in these scores is 5 points. Now in this next example, it says one church sits on a hill 9 meters above sea level, and another church sits in a valley 17 meters below sea level. Create an expression to determine the distance between the two churches, and then simplify it. Well, we can represent 9 meters above sea level with a +9, and 17 meters below with a -17. And if we want to determine the distance between them, we'll subtract. So our expression would look like this. +9 subtract -17. So again, because we're subtracting, we can add the opposite here. 9 plus 17 is 26. So we'll say that the distance between the churches is 26 meters. Now in this next example, it says during a trivia game, Jamal scored 200 points in round 1. Now, during round 2, they lost 300 points. And in the final round, they gained 150 points. Write an expression to represent Jamal's total score, and then simplify it. So if they scored 200 points in round 1, that would be a positive, and when they lost, that would be negative. So putting the 3 points together, we'll have an expression like this. +200 plus -300 plus +150. So we're adding 3 integers here. We'll just add 2 at a time. So 200 plus -300 is -100. Now I'm going to add 150 onto that to give me a final score of 50 points. So Jamal's final score is 50 points. So in this last example here, it says Gert started with $575 in their account and then withdrew $280 and then deposited $90. They owe their friend $400. Do they have enough to pay them back? So if they started with $575, that's a positive amount. Then if they withdrew $280, that means they take it out of the bank, so that would be minus. And then depositing means you put money into the bank, so it'll be a plus. So putting all that together, we get this expression, 575 plus -280 plus 90. So just adding the first 2 integers first, 575 plus -280 would give you +295. Now we need to add 90 onto that for a total of $385. So now the question wants us to determine if they have enough money to pay their friend back $400. So the answer is no. Gert is actually $15 short. We have just finished all the video lessons in Unit 2. So make sure you complete all the activities and do the unit review so you can practice everything you learned.